Hey everybody, how's it going? Thought I'd into a little thing that's been on my mind lately. Um, when you really think about it, we're living in, well, how can I say it? Um, the whole world is being run by you know who, the winged ones, of which they have man. They have a few that families that they've been, you know, um, we'll say it coercing and um, well, it's how they're famous, that's how they have money, how they're very rich, it's how you know who they are. It's th these people, they're not your friends, okay? They entertain you. What are they doing with that? They are detaining you into what they want you to think, what they want you to know, what they want you to see, what they want you to hear, okay? Now, if you watch television or even this, YouTube, any of this stuff, you really have to pay attention, okay? Because everything, I mean, think about it in the scriptures about Lot, okay? He lived in Sodom and Gomorrah, okay? One of them, because there are a few cities in that area, okay? Now, he lived in smack dab in the middle of some real nastiness. Um, Bereshit doesn't give you detail, but Yashar does. Um, and it's it, it's pretty bad, okay? Did you ever notice in the grocery stores, okay, instead of, you know, they've made farming instead of, people just moving around and farming the land themselves and having their own flocks and stuff, whatever. They have turned the world into a conglomeration of consumerism, capitalism. It's all about this, okay? Money, 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 right? But see, it's not really about the money at all. It's actually about the greed of gain, greed, okay? Greed is a fuel that's, well, let's put it this way. Why do they have so much money and there's people starving? Why are people living out on the street when they have no house? How's come? Whose fault is that? You think it's the person that's on the street? And if you're a person that happens to be Baruch enough to have a place to live, clothes on your back, food in your belly, do you share with those that don't have? Because I tell you what, this system of things is the reason why. I mean, look at the food aspect. Not only is it the packaged stuff, and I'm not talking about, fruits and vegetables and meats that, you can get at the grocery store without all their packaging. Because I'll tell you, I try very hard to stay away from their packaging. It's not an easy thing to make everything on your own. What we've been raised to do is go to the store. Okay. What meat do they push the most? Pork, ham. Look at the difference this time of year, of course, being Saturnalia. Ew, glad it's over with. But the difference between a big old ham that is 89 cents a pound and a big old piece of beef, which is, well, in some cases, it's 25 bucks a pound. But we'll be moderate and say 8 or 9 bucks a pound or 7 bucks a pound for the most part. Beef is. Why? I'll tell you why. Because pork is one of the things that the Most High tells you not to eat because it's unclean. What does a pig eat? Pig eats everything. They were the garbage disposals. To have pigs, you can throw all your whatever out And pig will eat it up, just like a dung beetle. What's a dung beetle do? Well, they take that poo-poo and they roll it up. Now, I don't know what they do after that. I haven't gotten really all that, into the dung beetle thing. But what do? They clean it up. Look at shrimp. Look at shellfish. There's another thing we're not supposed to eat. But the stores pump it, don't they? They pump it and pump it. I used to eat it. I'm not saying I didn't. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. Of course I did. But what does shrimp and shellfish eat? The poop of the fish that you're supposed to eat. And every other thing that you're not supposed to eat, but I'm just saying. Look what they've got us doing. Well, those of the flesh that don't know any better, they're eating the tar out of that. And even shrimp is like $6 a pound. But the pig, bacon, ham, pork chops, ground pork, pork shoulder, you name it, ribs. That section is bigger than any other section of the stores. It's all over the place. Look at pepperoni. And even if you get the pepperoni that says turkey or whatever, you're still getting a remnant of the pig. I quit eating pepperoni altogether. Okay, I quit eating a lot of things. The world is backwards. Upside down? Yeah. What's the world doing? Teaching you to go backwards. Teaching you to do everything against what the Most High wants you to do. I mean, from stealing, to eating the wrong things, to saying the wrong things. You got to watch what you put in here, what you put in here, and what you put in here. Them 3 monkeys. So the thing is, I mean, think about it. Everything the Most High, to being loving to people, helping people, to not let nasty words come out your mouth, to not be hateful to someone. I mean, we're all guilty. I'm not saying that I'm not guilty of these things because you know what? I mess up sometimes with my mouth. That's probably the worst thing I've got that my flesh, gets in the way of. I have to fight. I really have to fight every day to keep this weak flesh in check. Okay? I'm no different than y'all. We're all sinners. Why did the Son of the Most High die on the tree and be a curse? For us. See, them winged ones, they don't get a pass. Them winged ones, they know exactly where they're going. Misery loves company. Yeah, that's probably their saying. As all sayings probably are. Except for what comes out of Scripture. Everything the world teaches you is the opposite of what the Most High wants you to know. To be uplifting and encouraging to people instead of being, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. No, you shouldn't be doing, I don't do this. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, shouldn't be like that. I used to be guilty of that. I'm getting better with the help of Yahweh. See, that's the thing. You gotta ask for help. He ain't gonna help you. You gotta seek. You're not gonna find it. You gotta knock for it to be open to you. All this little thing is this morning here is, I think it's still this morning, isn't it? Yeah, still morning. But yeah, every single thing this world is teaching, showing, saying, making, every bit of it is against the Most High. They, with their little Kabbalistic science, science. Oh, there's a good one for you. The only line in the KJV that I still use because it's very suitable for our time period is Let's see here. I think it's First Timotheus, chapter 6, verse 20. In the KJV, it says, "Oh, Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings of science, and not avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, so falsely called." So falsely called. They are fooling people about the very earth they live on. They are fooling people about the heavens. They are fooling people about the they're fooling you in every single solitary aspect, in every point, in every bit. Make no mistake, they are doing that. And they hide it all in plain sight, and they do their little symbols and all that to each other to talk to each other. Symbols do run the world. That's a fact. And they are all symbols of the winged ones, the giants of old, whatever. I mean, I saw a video the other day of these people walking by this statue, and I believe it was a Catholic thing, I don't know, touching the feet of it. The feet are worn down from people touching it and kissing it. And how disgusting, how ridiculous, how gross, how yucky. Kissing and caressing the feet of a piece of stone that means absolutely nothing. Oh, the second commandment: you shall not make any graven images of anything on the earth, under the earth, in the waters, or in the Shamaim. And these nuts going around, and they're nuts, they're a little nutty, going around saying, oh, the millennial reign has already happened. No, because if that was the case, then we'd have had 1,000 years of peace with Yahusha still ruling to the day. Read the scriptures, it'll tell you. That has not happened yet. Tribulation hasn't happened yet. Then none of that has happened yet. Okay? Again, is it the AI doing that? Maybe it is. See, that's another thing. It ain't new. Nothing is new under the sun. Nothing. They put it away, they bring it back, and they put it away, and they bring it back, and make it sound like, oh, we're the greatest and most modern and most technical whatever. They're trying to make our time period more advanced than any other time period. But the fact is, we don't even know what time period it is, do we? We don't know what year. We don't know the month. We don't know the week. We surely don't know the day. We have all this Romanistic crap. And it's crap it is, because Rome never left. If you get to the statue of Daniel, the one that Nebuchadnezzar saw, the calves were made of iron, but the feet were made of iron and clay. I mean, get into the scriptures. Read everything. Read it. Read it all the time. Read it in the mornings. Find time. And you will see this world that we live in is absolutely backwards. The opposite of him. For they are trying to hide him. And the fact is, if he don't want to be hid, he ain't going to be hid. What else does it say in Scripture? Nothing hidden that won't be revealed. Everything's revealing itself right now. Everything. So you have to be smart enough and have enough belief in you to discern and to recognize all of this. So, know that we are not the most advanced of anything. If anything, we're de-evolving. Yuck, yuck. Sorry, bad joke. But we are. For them, oh, we're the most advanced, so we're going to evolve to be, yeah, sticking metallic things in your body so that you won't die. Not my choice, I'll tell you that. I'd rather stand in line and get my head cut off before I allow them to put anything in me. And granted, when you're a child and your parents take you and you get jibby jabbed. Well, yeah, I've had those when I was a child, and a couple of things when I was in my 20s. I didn't come to the truth until 2011. I was born in 63. That tells you anything. So, the whole point of this video is to look around. Look around you. Look at what they're doing. They want you afraid. They want you under their control, whether it's your health, your wealth, or your mind, your very being, your ruach. That's what they're after. That's what they're after. Your ruach hakodesh, the kodesh ruach. Which they will never get and never have, because it belongs to the Most High. And our little ruachs within us, each and every one of us, a being, they want that so badly. They really do. And there are very, 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 very many who are walking on that wide path. Very many. So don't let them get you. Do not be plucked out of the hand of the Most High. Stay and definitely kiss the Son. Not the S-U-N, but his beloved, Yahid. His being. And they are not the same being, y'all. And some people think, oh, no, they're not. Proof, there's many proofs, but a big one is Hanok, chapters 45 through 48. He is a separate being from his Father. And besides that, when he was off praying, he wasn't praying to himself. I know where people get these strange ideas. Or do I? Anyway, take care of yourselves. Keep yourself in check. Keep that flesh under that whipping chair. Self-control. It's not easy. I mean, I fight every day. Every day. And you have to. You have to fight. Because if you don't, then you're going to be one of them. And quite frankly, I don't want to be one of them. Yeah. So, take care of yourselves. See you next time.